Now let's get the ball rolling, fellas. We got a lot to talk about. The NBA just started back up today, or yesterday, actually. I'm thinking about today because my man Harden debuted tonight, but we're going to get to that.
Yes, sir.
So as we kick off tonight, man, there's a lot of storylines that we need to tap into. A lot of things circling across the NBA, from trade talks in the offseason for a big-time player in this league to mental issues that we don't know if true or not, but we don't want to get into that. What we want to start off with, Insider O, is the Cavaliers. Talk about it. Bring us the news. What you want to talk about?
All right. So, guys, as you guys already know, I'm high on the Cavaliers. But yesterday, they lost a game that they shouldn't have lost. They're on a 3-game losing streak currently. They're 5th seed in the East, 35-24. And I want to talk to you guys about their next 10 games. Now, the next 10 games, this will really determine to us if they're the real deal or they're flukes. Because we all believe they had a strong, first half of the season, but we want to know if they're going to have a strong second half of the season. So the next couple games they're playing, I'm going to list the 10, and I'll tell you more about it, is they're playing the Wizards. They should win that game. They're playing the Timberwolves, going to be a big game. The Hornets, winnable game. The 76ers with Harden, another game to show us if you're legit. The Raptors with Scotty Barnes, you guys know about them. Pacers, easy game. Heat, that's going to be a dogfight. The Bulls, that's going to be a dogfight. And then the 76ers again, that's going to be tough. So they got a tough schedule. They're going to know after 10 games, these next 10 games, if they're the real deal. So that's the spotlight today for the Cavs. They got a lot to do.
All right, cool. So as we transition, Bucks, talk to me, man. What's your storyline for this heading into this next stage of the NBA?
My storyline for the second half of the season, it has to be, we can't let the Lakers fly under the radar. Los Angeles crypto arena. We can't let them we can't let them fly under the radar on what's been going on over there. They're having an abysmal season. They are 27-31, I believe. They're a few games under 500. They're fighting to be in the play-in. And we say all this while having, arguably, in my opinion, still the best player in the world on their team, and LeBron James. And it's tough to see, man, how that situation is being handled. You're hearing rumblings of the front office, Rob Pelinka, butting heads with Rich Paul, the head of Clutch Sports. Mm-hmm. We all know that's LeBron's situation. So does that mean he's not seeing eye to eye with LeBron? Like, it's a lot going on. They still have the whole Russell Westbrook situation on their hands. That's a lot to handle. AD just went down again. Mr. Paper Mache is out again.
Street clothes.
He's gonna be over there looking fly as all hell, dripped out, but can't play.
No production.
It's going to be tough to see where the Lakers, how they pivot, if they can pivot. Maybe now with the silver lining in this, maybe with AD being out, maybe Russ can turn back the hands of time. He has a bigger role. The lane will be a little bit more open. Maybe he plays better when he's playing next to one other star. We haven't seen him with 3 other stars. This is the first time, and it hasn't looked good. So maybe he can go back into that, him and Paul George, how they did it in OKC. I got all faith in the world. LeBron's going to bring that team out the doldrums and give someone hell in the first round. I know that's going to happen. Mm-hmm. But that's my spotlight for the second half, to see how the Lakers pivot, if they can pivot, and where they go from here, man.
No, I love that, bro. That was a great one right there. And I want to take it now back out east. From a trade that happened a couple weeks back, you guys know the 76ers acquiring James Harden and the Brooklyn Nets acquiring Ben Simmons, finally getting out of a situation that he wanted to get out of. Turmoil, it was going back and forth, him and Joel Embiid, and everything happening with Game 7 of the Hawks series and him not speaking to the organization. Doc Rivers saying that, can he be a championship contender with him at point guard? Him not answering the question, so him not even wanting to be a part of the 76ers organization. Now he gets traded to the Brooklyn Nets, and he's still in street clothes. He's still not trying to participate on the court. He's practicing, but he's not playing. And my thing is March 10th. I have that circled on my calendar. That is when the Brooklyn Nets go down and take on the Philadelphia 76ers in Philadelphia. I feel like that's a big game for him to need. I feel as if he needs to play that game. He needs to get that over that hump before the postseason. And I feel like that's my storyline. What is going on with the Ben Simmons situation? The Ben Simmons situation during the offseason was he wanted to get traded. He wanted to get out of Philadelphia. Throughout the season, he wanted to get out of Philadelphia. Now that he's out of Philadelphia, we understand they're saying, he has some issues mentally. He's going through some things. And we don't necessarily know if those things are true or not. I'm not going to hit on that. I don't want to talk about that because that is something serious. I don't want to talk about because a lot of people deal with a lot of mental issues, and I don't want to hit on that subject. But if that is the case, then I respect it and I understand it. But if it isn't Ben Simmons, we're looking for you, man. I need to see you on the court. And March 10th, I feel like is big for him. I think he needs to play this game in order to get over the hump of playing in that environment. We already know it's going to be toxic for him. We already know he's going to get booed. We already know people probably going to throw things at him. Philadelphia is a hard man. It's hard to play there. And when they don't like you, they don't like you, bro. And when they put their arms, another thing about Ben, they put their arms around Ben, even though he didn't shoot, even though he has some deficiencies in his game. They still, because he was homegrown, they brought him in and they wanted him to be that piece for them. He wasn't able to become that piece for them. So I hope, wrapping this up, March 10th, man, Ben Simmons, please, bro, please get the monkey off your back. You need to play this game. You need to play this game, Ben. It's for your psyche.
Play well.
And play well. Even if he doesn't, though. Even if he doesn't, bro, I feel as if he just needs to get on the court, bro. He needs to be able to play that game. But is he waiting for Kyrie and KD to come? Is he waiting for the supporting cast? Does he not want to be out there by himself? Is KD's injury kind of, I don't want to be out there by myself, and I have all of this pressure on my back. Maybe that's something. Maybe he doesn't want the spotlight on him. We don't know. But Ben, please, there's an APB out for you, man. I need you to show up March 10th. We need you to show up March 10th, my guy.